Indian culture in the modern world. And so I'm here to do the last topic of this chapter, that is, so as you already know what is censorship. Censorships are measures to control the media. So before 1798, the colonial government under the East India Company was not too concerned about censorship. Strangely, its early measures were to control the activities of the Englishmen who were critical of the company's misrule and hated certain officials. This opposition might be used by their critics in England to attack their domination in in trade monopoly in India. So their measures were concentrated to stop those Englishmen so that they could not be attacked in England. Then the second paragraph is about how in Calcutta they passed some press acts, take some press freedom, and they encouraged the printing of the newspapers that could celebrate the British power and the British laws. But Governor General Bentinck was faced by urgent petitions from the English as well as vernacular newspapers. So he agreed to revise the press laws. Thomas Macaulay, Liberal officer, formulated laws that restored the previous, the freedoms of the press. Then in the third paragraph it is described about after 1857, the notion of the Englishmen changed towards the freedom of press. The enraged Englishmen wanted to clap down the vernacular press, as the vernacular press were morely growing assertively nationalist, and so they passed the Vernacular Press Act in 1878. This was inspired by the Irish Vernacular Press Act, and so in this act, this gave the colonial government, more rights on the controlling the activities of the press. What did this right said is that they used to keep tracks of the newspapers, of the vernacular newspapers in every region, and if they used to find some seditious report, the newspaper would be warned, and if the warning would be it won't be taken seriously and it will be ignored, then it will be hospitable to be seized and the printing press will be destroyed. So this was the Vernacular Press Act. And the last paragraph is about, there were many, the British were trying to seize the freedom of the press, but still the Indian nationalists and the vernacular newspapers were still coming out. For example, we can take the Punjab Kesari. The nationalists were being suppressed, and still Balgangadhar Tilak wrote sympathetically about the riots in which many people were killed in his Punjab Kesari. So even though they were being clamped down, they were being suppressed by these British rulers, they wrote in their vernacular newspapers. So I think that you have understood this topic nicely, and we are done with this chapter. And if you want to know more about history, you've got to see my other videos as well.